Now let's move on to the subject of rebar drawings. And rebar drawings are of two types in Comosys. You can have them created automatically in certain template cases, and I will show them first. And these are completely automatic, and they're very nice and beautiful, and you can maybe sometimes tweak them a bit if you need to. So one example I want to show you is of single footings, which you can have in your project, and you can create automatic drawings for them. All you need to do is just select them and select the create drawing function, and I can show you the result by going to a drawing over here, which has not been touched. This is completely automatically produced. So you can see it creates the drawing of the footing. It takes the sections. You can see the sectional views for each footing. It gives them the numbering. Then obviously the numbering has been done. So it's very neat and clean. The drawing is almost as good as what you would do manually with your hand if you did an AutoCAD drawing. And this feature is very useful because every project is going to have some footings, and this method will also work for slabs or other types of flat foundations. Here we have some walls and shear walls. This is a shear wall with this area at the start and this area of reinforcement at the end. There are some normal walls over here with some holes inside them, and we have produced automatic drawings for these as they are the way they were created directly by the program without any manual modification. And as you can see on the screen, it's pretty neat. You have your type 1 reinforcement, which you see as lines over here. Let me turn on the line weights. And they've been very neatly dimensioned automatically by the program. You can see the cross-sectional areas of the shear wall over here, for example. They have been, all the position marks have been given. You can go to the material list over here, and you can see that every position has been drawn on the screen. So we have, I mean, this drawing is untouched. This is directly the way it was produced by the program, and you can use it directly as it is. Now, if you remember, we had discussed about embedded steel and how it's important, and you can have literally hundreds, sometimes thousands, and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of these embedded steel pieces. And creating the individual drawings of each and every embedded steel is a really time-consuming task. It can be done in different ways. You can have a separate drawing for each individual embedded steel, or you can group them together. So here I have a little drawing for you in which I've put in those 5 or 6 embedded steel pieces and created the drawing automatically for you. So let me turn on the line weights, and you can see, so this is the embedded steel when they've been numbered. Embedded steel 1, you can see that you can go to embedded steel 3, which has got these rag bolts behind it. They've been dimensioned. You've got embedded steel piece 2. This has some shear keys behind it. As you can see, the drawing is very neat and it can be used directly for manufacturing. There are some sectional views available to show the location of the rag bolts, etc. You can see embedded steel number 5, embedded steel number 6. So they've been dimensioned properly, and by a single click, you can produce embedded steel drawings. Like I said, you can put them into separate A4 or A3 sheets, or you can put them all into an A0 drawing if you want to. But once again, the bottom line is that it's a huge time saver. Perhaps you're wondering about the drawings of beams and columns and whether they can be produced automatically, because I told you that the drawings of these simple template type things can be produced automatically, but you can also do a complete manual production of drawings for complicated rebars. But if you're wondering about beams and columns, then I can show you that the beam and column drawings can be produced by Comosys pretty neatly. So let me go to this produce drawing. Let me turn, this one is, I think, the column. So if I turn the column drawing on, you can see that the column drawing has been produced very neatly. Let me turn on the line weight detail. And it's been dimensioned, the stirrups have been dimensioned, the levels have been given, and there are 4 columns or 5 columns, I don't know, and the sections have been taken. And you can see the sectional views individually for CL1, CL2, CL3, CL4. Those are the column marks. and then you have your material lists on the side as well. So as you can see, the drawing is very neat and clean. This has been produced automatically by Comosys, and like always, these drawings will save you a lot of time. Let's open the beam, one of the beam drawings over here. Let me double click on that. And as you can see, those beams which are going across 4 axes, so we can zoom in, going from column 1 to column 2 to column 3. They have been produced very neatly as well. The individual bars have been opened up below the beam, so you can see them, and you can see the dimensions, and you can see the part marks very neatly. The sections have been taken. You have complete control over where the section will be taken, how the section will be, how many sections you want. Do you want a section everywhere? There's some change, or do you want just one in the center? Those kinds of customizations are available. But what you can see, this is a 2A0 drawing because the beams are long, going through several axes. But the quality of the drawing is pretty clear from what you can see on the screen.